Hi guys! Wow, really? Welcome to Maximum Yarnage. My name is Michelle, aka Maharet Raider on Ravelry. This is a show where I talk about yarn, all the things that I do with it, and all the places that I go in search of it. I knit, I crochet, and stuff things, so thanks for joining me. I do have a few things on the menu tonight. I actually created show notes, so I hope that I'm able to fit it all in. If anybody's actually joining me off of the Knitting Dead or joining me eventually, thank you. I hope that you enjoy the show, and I hope that my connection isn't too awful because it's very slow, and that's why I'm broadcasting actually, because it's faster to do this than it is to wait for a video to upload for like days. But that'll be remedied soon enough. Anyway, go up, go. What's on the menu? What am I drinking? Usually on the podcasts that people are doing all over the place, the first thing that you see is somebody pick up their mug and and drink their tea. What I did want to do was show you the tea that I am drinking currently and how it ties into one of the works in progress that I've got coming up shortly. This is my Sudoku mug. My lovely husband bought this to me for me many, many years ago. Not many, but a few years back. And it actually has a puzzle, and it came with a little marker and stuff. And I absolutely love it. On the inside of the cup, I can't show you that because obviously it's full, but the inside of the cup has the actual solution to the Sudoku puzzle. So that was super cute. I was super into Sudoku for a while, like crazy into it. So yeah. This is a tea infuser. I bought the tea infuser. It's a manatee. It is a full manatee. I bought the tea infuser at Geeky Teas. Actually, I bought it at the store, the actual location. I think it's in Burbanks for Geeky Teas. And they're really like a little geeky kind of establishment where you go and you can rent a board game and sit down, play it, drink some tea, and a few other things. And it's like super fun. So the tea that I'm actually drinking right now is, I hope that it comes out. On my screen it shows backwards, but I'm hoping that you get the proper image. It's Mutter's Milk, and that's Jane from Firefly. This tea is black tea, cardamom, ginger root, cloves, natural cinnamon flavor, and cinnamon bark. And if you go to geekyteas.com, you'll see that she does like all these little things, and all the teas are named after something, cute, something sci-fi or fantasy related. It's totally adorable. And when you open up this little bag, I mean, it's Mutter's Milk, dude. It's gonna knock you out. It's so funny. So funny and so delicious, and I absolutely love their teas, and I really want to go and order more. I just haven't had time, but I shall make the time. I'm like, after last night, I'm a mess. So that ties me into the works in progress that I'm doing right now. The Jaynestown cowl. Yeah, Jaynestown cowl. That's one of the things that we're working on the Knitting Dead. And it's super cute, but not mine. I messed it up. I haven't like taken it down yet. I haven't ripped it back. Because I don't know if I'm gonna rip it back. But there's supposed to be at least 2 here, right? At least 2 pattern repeats. You know what I didn't do? I didn't tell you guys to check the description box. Okay, check the description box for the link or... My goodness. Oh, I hope I'm not making that face. Oh dear. Not good TV. Not good TV. Hopefully that works. Okay. Right. So I was telling you about this thing. So there's supposed to be like an extra, there's supposed to be, at least by now, I should have had at least 2 drop stitch rows. And that didn't work out that way. But what I like about this is the way that the stitches kind of, you know, look. That little stitch right there is just really, really cute. I really love it. And also this is the yarn that I dyed myself that went completely wrong. I know some of you know what happened. It actually doesn't look bad. The camera's actually kind of capturing what it actually looks like, which is really nice because it doesn't normally do that. That's kind of cool. I guess the lighting is kind of good today. But this is a Cascade yarn. It was like a camel color, and it didn't exactly look great, but I mean, you know, it was a cool color, but I think it would have been better like for a sweater or something. And yeah, I mean, I over dyed it with Wiltons Food Colors, and I did take a little bit of video with it, most of it with my phone. But what I did was I finished, and all the color went straight into the yarn. It actually worked out really well, even though I didn't do it on the stovetop. I did it with my kettle, and it worked really nicely, except that I went to go grab my camera. I left the water running in the kitchen, and bad idea. When I came back, the water was scalding hot and all the blue was leaching out of it. So it didn't come out the way it was going to originally come out. It should have been a lot more, it should have been a lot brighter and more vibrant, and it was not. I wanted to show you guys this. You guys, I really am like a serious dork. Like a serious dork. I don't think I've ever told you how much of a dork I am. Have I? Oh, maybe I have. Stop. So this is like a chopstick thing. You go to Little Tokyo or wherever, and this is a little chopstick thing. You put this on chopsticks and you learn how to hold them. But I like to put them on my needles and shove them inside my bag. And when I come back, I usually don't have a surprise. Sometimes it does fall off, but that's just because I haven't really dug a proper hole in there. Onto the Elder Tree Shawl. Oh, I forgot to mention that the Jaynestown cowl is by Rachel Roden. And obviously, it's off of an episode on Firefly. If you haven't seen Firefly, you really should watch it. I love it. And I mean, it's sometimes for some people, I think it's an acquired taste, though. It might be a bit much, but it's still super popular. Obviously, all my knitting friends, my knitting dead friends know that, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, I know. All right, on to my next thing, the Elder Tree Shawl by Sylvia Bilvia. Yeah. This one I'm making for my aunt. I'm doing this. I have a lot of these, you guys. I have a lot. Yeah. Well, this one is by Sylvia Bilvia, and I hope I'm saying her name right. And I'm making it with this is alpaca, 100% alpaca from Twist Yarns of Intrigue. And this is the, I already said it was the Elder Tree Shawl. I'm not doing a good job here. Okay, take it off of this. So this one, oh, I have a viewer. I opened up the chat. If you want to speak to me, I hope can anybody actually chat with me? I don't know. But you can ask questions, I think. And if you ask a question, I should check the Q&A. So I'll go back and forth between the chat and the Q&A. I sent 2 people emails because they sent me their email, and I'm hoping that they're able to join me and chat. And I'm also thinking I should refresh the notes on the forum, I mean, in case anybody has asked anything. Are you on? I'm not getting anything. Click the link, girl. Oh, you know, you have to press play, right? I mean, I'm sure people figure that out. Okay, so this is the elder tree shawl. And yeah, you guys, it's so simple. That's the wrong side. It's still pretty. It's so simple. I'm like doing it practically with my eyes closed. I have never done a shawl and been like, oh, chart pattern, I don't need that anymore, because brain and memory, that's never happened before to me. So I'm excited. I'm making this for my auntie. She is the one of my most special aunts. I have a couple, I have a few aunts still, but they're 2 sisters that still, they just hang out like crazy, and I love them both to death. So if I knit one shawl for one, I have to knit one for the other, because that's how we do it in my family. It's even Stevens. And if you don't do that, you're in trouble. Just kidding. This is the big giant honking ass ball of alpaca, and at Twist Yarns of Intrigue, I mean, it's fairly inexpensive. This lighting is weird. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Yay, you can see me. Okay. So it's a giant ball. And I wound it on my regular ball winder. Oh, on my regular ball winder. My regular ball winder is not meant for anything this big. And the girl at Twist told me, you know, you could break your ball winder. So you need an industrial sized one, like bigger, or wind it up there. Okay, stop. Okay. Now what's next? Coziest memory. I'm doing a memory blanket. I'm so excited that I was knitting the memory blanket on top of my husband while he was in the hospital on an IV drip. I'll show you guys the picture later. No, I think I did. I think I showed you guys the picture already. This is the Coziest memory blanket, and it is awful. It is absolutely awful. Well, it's awesome, but I did it badly. I mean, these are great. This one was absolutely spot on. It was beautiful. I don't know what happened. This is, you guys, this is Bohemia Fibers. Oh, this one's gonna tie me into the next cowl that is not in my show notes yet, but I'll add it later to my show notes. Oh my goodness, look at that. I mean, this is Malabrigo, okay? This is Malabrigo, and this is Bohemia Fibers. Please, guys, look at that. I mean, on par. Yeah. Bohemia Fibers. I love her stuff. I wish I could buy more yarn. I really do. But I am the type, I'm not an online shopper, you guys. I'm the type that is like, I gotta go to a store and I gotta see what I want, and I have to, you know, like smush and go, oh, it's so pretty. What is that? You know, I have to feel it. I have to look at it, have it in my hands. mull it over. Do I want you? Yes, I want all of you all the time. But that's what I'm like. And so I don't do that much online shopping, but I'm thinking that's going to be changing very soon. So yeah, this cozy memory thing has been called a, well, Kemper Wray is the pattern that I'm using. It's by Kemper Wray, the Coziest Memory. But I've heard it called the Cozy Memory Blanket by a Homespun House, I think. And I think it was a knitted patchwork recipe by Martine Ellis, and a sock yarn blanket by Shelly Kang. And Tennchik is the one that, Tennchik from the Knitting Dead, she's the one that pointed that out to me. And so I, at least from the sock yarn part, so I saw all those patterns and they all look really amazing. And I think where I had my problem, obviously I'm using 2 different kinds of needles. I thought I would be smart and like use a smaller pair of needles for the Malabrigo, and it wasn't smart. This is where I just made like another one. It's so cute. Isn't it adorable? So I'm doing another one, and I'm gonna be consistent. And if I'm doing worsted weight, then I'm gonna stick with worsted weight, and that's it, nothing else. Because what I tried to do was I tried to take an old pair of needles, and like these are plastic or kind of light metal, and I got them at the dollar store, and they were this long, and I snipped them and I put a little eraser. This is an eraser. They're scented, guys. They're scented erasers. I love them. And I put these little erasers on there to put, to cover them so that they don't hurt me. And I did the worsted weight yarn in that, and it was fine. It's still fine, and I like that they're slippery, but it doesn't really matter. I like my chow goose. I like my chow goose, even though the end is kind of wearing on one of them, which is a shame, but they are really, I mean, I've had these for like forever, God. And see, oh, that comes out pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I think I got the joint. I think I got the join correct. Like I joined them properly. I think. I don't know. You guys tell me, because I don't know. I have 2 viewers. I wish I knew if you guys could chat with me, really, seriously. This would be really awesome. I hope 8 Cow Woman made it, because I know she was trying to get in, but she wasn't getting anything. What are you not getting anything 4 minutes ago? Oh, girl. You have to press play, mama. You should be able to press play. You should be able to press play. I have 2 viewers in here. There's no press play button. Where is it? Can anybody tell me if I have these viewers in here? Let's see. Choose links. Oh, I can do happy faces. That's nice. That's so sad. I guess if somebody's not able to get in, then we'll just have to rewatch. I'm so sorry. I wish I could figure this all out already, but I'm not exactly the most tech savvy person ever. Okay. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel terrible. Well, so that was, like I said, the cozy memory thing, and that's the Bohemia Fibers. And earlier with 8 Cow Woman, actually, we were talking about and somebody else, I can't remember her name, but we were talking about different types of cast-ons. And I usually stick to one really super simple thing. What can I do it with that you can see? My regular cast-on is really, really simple. Right? So I pull the yarn all the way like that and leave it loose, and then wrap the yarn around to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it is loose, if you notice. It's loose. And sometimes I'll do that and kind of squish it. And it's okay if it's bigger, you know, whatever, that's fine. Or even a little bit tighter, it should be fine. And then I leave a tail like that. And pinch it. And if you're scared, you can just leave yourself a slightly longer tail. And then I just let it all go. And there it is pinched. So none of this is in the show notes, but because we talked about it, I decided to do it live. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I tried to leave them pretty loose. It wasn't the loosest ever. And because I did an extra long tail, it's extra long. But it worked for me. Am I doing it wrong? I started thinking maybe I'm doing it wrong. But I like it. And it works. I mean, that's pretty much how I do all my stuff. It doesn't look like that normally. It looks a lot more even, but I did it too fast. But yeah, that's how I do my long tail cast on. And maybe I'll look at the book, that cast on book that we were talking about on the Knitting Dead, and like read it and actually get more cast ons, because apparently there's a shit ton. Sorry. Okay, so like I was talking about the Bohemian Fibers yarn and the other cast-ons, this is not in my show notes, but this is called That Nice Stitch Cowl. Yeah. And it is a really nice stitch. It's super cute. And you kind of do it at a bit of an angle. Like everybody's doing like cast-ons with angles right now. Everything's all angles. And you do it in little sections. And it's super, super easy. The cast-on is a provincial cast-on. Is that what it's called? And I cast it on. I can't even find you guys, I can't find the seam. It has to be here. I'm sure I know where it is. Okay, where is it? Can you see it? I did the cast on directly to a pair of cable, and it was beautiful. I loved doing that cast on. It was amazing. I loved it. And I hate those cast ons because I don't like to cast on to scrap yarn. So I didn't. I cast onto the cable. And all I did at the end, when I was ready to start doing my bind off, I think it was the Kitchener stitch. And when I did that, all I did was I took off my little stopper, I put on my needle, boop, started knitting right away and doing the Kitchener stitch. Mind blown. No picking up stitches off of stupid scrap yarn. No struggling sticking the needle into between all the, you know, stuff with the scrap yarn and this and that and snagging things. I absolutely loved it. Where I got the idea to do that, I will never know. I will call it plain and simple bone idleness on my behalf, because I hate to do anything that I don't enjoy. And I don't enjoy having to pick up stitches off of scrap yarn. It is one of my most hated things to do ever, ever, ever. So that was this, and I'll add the pattern to the show notes at a later time. Next is another work in progress that probably giving some people a bit of a heart attack when I start talking about it. It is, hold on. I wasn't going to do it this way, but what the heck? This is the Bienvenidas Cardigan by Vera Sanon. And I really like it. I like, I guess I'm not good at explaining things like that, but it's kind of like an angular kind of a thing. I already forgot what you call that. Oh, please don't. Okay. Knitting Dead Live. I'm live. I just got a message that says I'm live. I don't understand. Somebody help. I don't understand. Why wouldn't there be a play button, guys? Why wouldn't there be a play button? I'm going to do this. I'm going to literally do it and check it on my phone because it has to be available. And I don't get why it wouldn't be. Maybe I'll try something else. Okay, so this is the Bienvenidas cardigan, and I'm doing it on whatchamacallit. This is the yarn that I'm using for it. And that is mystery yarn. I have no idea what it is. It could be cotton, it could be linen, there could be bamboo in it. I have no idea. I hope there's no bamboo in it or whatever soy kind of thing, because I will never. Oh, it's gonna be dangly, really dangly, and it's seriously gonna stretch. I know it's gonna stretch. Okay, so live show here. Let's do this. Try. It's seriously gonna stretch. I know it's gonna stretch. Okay, so live show. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do, guys. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the share, and then I'm gonna do embed, and I'm going to embed it on directly. Bastard. Come on now. Why wouldn't it do it? Why wouldn't it do it, guys? Why wouldn't it do it? Yes. Yes. Woo! Okay, now I can concentrate. Wow. So if you can't get on that one, I'll kill myself. No, I won't, but you know what I mean. All right, now I'm trapped. I'm trapped. This is the Bienvenidas cardigan, and this is what it looks like. But see this funky angle? I knew that I should have ignored this when I started doing it. I shouldn't have gone at this angle. I knew I wasn't going to like it. So I'm hoping that I can like pin it out and that it'll look cool. But I don't understand this angle. I probably did something wrong because I'm using mystery yarn and it's so stretchy. I probably did something wrong. Maybe cast on too many up here. I don't know. But that's it. That's my mystery yarn cardigan. And the thing that sucks is that I would prefer a more drapey feel up here. And I'm probably going to get it when I wash it. But the rest of it is kind of like, oh dear. I don't know. And I mean, I know you can tell. It's supposed to be up here, but it doesn't sit there. sits here. The seam is over here. I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. Hopefully it works out. This is all the yarn that I have left for the sleeves. And it's not enough. Right? It's not enough. I'm pretty positive it's not enough. So I thought maybe I could add some Malabrigo. What do you think? You guys, you have to tell me. Like, what do you think seriously? Look, like one stripe, maybe a thick one at least of Malabrigo. I don't know if it would look good if I did like stripes. I don't think I'll get that many stripes out of it, but like one's kind of thickish stripe looks kind of cool and sporty. I think it works. What do you think? Oh, it is a deep, deep purple. Like what you're seeing there, I think it probably looks a little bit more blue, but it's pretty accurate. You like my kitty? It's pretty accurate. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know when I wash it, it's going to go bloop, like probably there. But I figure what? I'll wear it inside the house to bed and stuff. Who cares, right? I mean, oh God. Well, I may as well leave it on. I'm gonna go back to the hospital. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I don't know. Did I talk about it earlier? I don't know. My husband was sick and he's sick, and I was trying to get him to go to the doctor for days and he wouldn't go, and he finally went, and he went to urgent care and they scanned him, and yeah, it's appendicitis, and they're like, okay, let's take it out, buddy. And that's what they're doing right now. And I was like, I'll sit here in the waiting room, I'll cancel the broadcast, and I'll just tell everybody that I'll do it tomorrow, and it's all right. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. And he goes, no, you go do that, and don't bother coming home. I mean, don't bother coming back. I was like, yeah, I have to come back after you get out of the hospital. I mean, after you get out of surgery. Don't be crazy. I want to like get out of here and go and be there before he gets out. So that's why I'm kind of babbling and trying to rush, but I'm mostly just babbling. Ha. So anyway, he'll be fine. I know he's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. All right, so on to the next thing. Finished objects. I wish I had a little like, yay. What's that? Who did a happy face? Was it me? Was I happy facing myself? I think I happy faced myself. Okay. Oh, if you're just jumping into the broadcast, I don't think that it'll show the broadcast from the point that I'm at right now if you're just jumping in. I don't know how that works. All right, moving on. Moving on to the Agleam shawl. That's by Lisa Mutch. Sorry, Lisa Mutch did the Agleam shawl. And I used this yarn for it, and it is absolutely my favorite go-to shawl ever since I did it. And I did record myself as I was doing it, my progress on it, the restaurants that I went to when I was knitting it, and the fun and adventure that I had while I was working on it and all that. But no editing equipment yet. This is beautiful. You guys, I know you have something out there that you absolutely love and you wish you could share it with the whole wide world, and you just can't get enough of it. The colors, you're like a little magpie, like, oh, I have to have all those colors. And the cool thing is that it looks good. I mean, I think it does. Am I crazy? I think it looks good with absolutely everything that I wear. Yesterday, I looked awesome because, I mean, it was like a blue dress a navy-ish blue dress. And the blue colors in the shawl just, you know, and all the rest of the colors pop out even more. And it's just so pretty. So I'm looking forward to making another one of these. And I have 3 balls of just what I need. Sorry. And they're right here. See that? I'm covering everything. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, guys. That looks pretty good. Look at these blues in this one. I wish it would focus better. Is it better here? I don't know. Fantastic. So I can't wait to cast on another one of these. And I'm going to use that Malabrigo. Lots of. Oh, and this one's like all garter stitch and drop stitch rows. And the fanciest part about the pattern, I think, are the short rows. And they're not hard. They're super, super easy. And I really, really loved it. And it's one of those types of things that you can take with you on the go. It's not difficult, or you can just chill out in front of the TV and just totally crank it out. It's super, super nice. I really, really liked it. Next on my list, I guess I'll just keep going by the show notes. Next on my list is the Marina by Kate Blackburn. This one, I think I finished working on it in February, but I still haven't blocked it. I use it like almost regularly when I need some other, you know, like a red color or something. Everything else needs to be rewashed. I haven't bothered taking anything out. These are like the only things that I'm using right now. But the Marina made me laugh when I saw the pattern because it reminded me of Marina Sirtis from Star Trek The Next Generation, you know, Counselor Troy. So I worked on it and it was really nice and it was super fun. And I mean, up until, it's like I said, this has not been blocked. So it's not often that you get to see something that hasn't been blocked actually look like this. And I'll tell you a secret. The only reason why I got it to kind of stretch out a little bit, not because I've been wearing it regularly, but because I meant to block it before my birthday. My husband was taking me out to a nice special dinner, and I didn't have a nice shawl to wear because I didn't block it. So what I did was I took my blow dryer and I just kind of heated up the stitches, and everything kind of relaxed a bit. And oh, dear Lord, this is a cool pattern. It's a cool pattern, and it did drive me crazy. And I do have progress videos on it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But oh God, it's so beautiful. I do wish that I could do beads better. I can't do beads very well. But oh my God, I can't believe it is probably the laciest thing that I have ever done. And oh my God, the corner almost went in with my manatee. I love this shawl. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's not that difficult. I'm sorry, excuse me guys. I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty that my tongue is like sticking to my oh my gosh. Okay. Next, we've got let's call them timey-wimey blasts from the past finished objects. I'm only taking these out because they were handy. They happened to be there, and I just picked them up yesterday for the podcast and just kind of threw them in. Let's talk about the pedestrian cowl. I really love this cowl. Whenever, and I'm talking whenever, ever, I am stuck with a pattern or a yarn, I mean, that is so variegated that the pooling is funky, off, gross, weird, just not the way I want it to be, I do the pedestrian cowl or any chevron cowl, really. Any chevron pattern usually fixes the pooling. This was one of those yarns. Somebody gave this to me in a swap. I can't remember if it was Why Love Day or I can't remember who it was. But this was my very first gnome. Is it gnome acres? Gnome something? Gnome acres? I don't know. I wish somebody would talk to me. Anyway, yes. This was the like a gnome acres yarn, and oh my god, you guys, like I really get a lot of compliments on this one, and everybody tells me it's so pretty, it's so professional. Oh my god. This is called, again, the pedestrian cowl, the pedestrian crossing cowl, and it's by Melissa Sibley. I could never get the buttonholes correctly. This was the beginning, like I think this is the beginning, yeah. And the beginning comes out with that pretty little wave on the end. And then you end it with the buttonhole thing, and I've never been able to get it right. Wow, what happened there? Moths. But it's okay, a bigger buttonhole and I'll fix that little end that's torn here. But yeah, and I never added the buttons because I never really liked the buttonholes, because when you put it on, the pretty edge goes on the bottom and the buttonhole yucky edge goes on the top. So I was like, forget it, I don't like it. And also I messed this up. I've done it better after that. I did one for my mother-in-law and I sent that off to her a few Christmases ago. I've done this a few times. I really like this pattern. This is seriously my go-to fix up any effed up yarn pattern. So, and what's next? Oh, you guys, do you remember the Rose Tyler mitts that we did years ago? I can't even remember, but it was years ago. Well, they were just lying there. I don't know. I haven't worn them in so long. But look at that seed stitch. Seed stitch. Oh, I remember. I thought these were so fancy. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can do it. I've never worked with little yarn before. Oh, I don't think I can hold the little yarn. It's so hard. How do you do it? I was so frustrated. Super, super frustrated with this yarn because it was really thin. I guess it's super featherweight or something like that. And then I didn't do a gauge swatch, of course. And then I also didn't know how to hold my double pointed needles where you didn't get a funky seam like that. Oh gosh, this lighting. Yeah, where you didn't get that funky seam. But these, I mean, I don't care. They still came out awesome. They're too big. I never blocked them because I'm afraid that they're going to get even more wobbly. But look at that. I remember that. Oh, God, I thought it was the most awesome thing ever. Look at that. I was like, oh, wow, these are fancy. Yeah, another moth. Motherfucker. Sorry. Okay, so that was that. That was the episode where, and I know all my friends know, but that was the episode where Doctor Who dumped Rose Tyler on that other dimension, planet thing. Yeah, and it was really sad, and I cried. It was really, really sad. I still cry. I still cry when I see that episode. But every time I see that episode, I remember the gloves, and I'm like, mine are just as pretty. And so are yours, if you knit them. Okay. Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done. And it's 44 minutes into it. So that means I've been jabbering for a long time. And yesterday I got this done in like 47 minutes. So not much more to go, guys. We're good. So Now we're talking about Knitting Dead TV. I probably should have started off with Knitting Dead TV, but that's okay. My whole vision behind Knitting Dead TV is to get all of us on the Knitting Dead that are already doing podcasts or shows, or anybody else that might be interested in doing them, to get together in one little place and talk about it, post up our videos when we do them. And don't be embarrassed to post up your videos. This is why I wasn't able to do it before, because I don't want to deal with friends and family viewing these things first. A lot of them don't understand what I do or why I'm so obsessed with it. But you know, just like somebody could be obsessed with their CrossFit and posting nothing but pictures, that's what I'm doing, dude. I'm like, hey, and you know, so what I want to do is get more of us together in one little spot, just like we always do, and talk about the things that we love. And so if that means posting up a video or your current video on the Knitting Dead TV link, that's what I think that's what I'm hoping that we can do. Basically like our own type of Knitting Dead collaboration. Collaboration? You know what I mean. So what else did I want to say? There was something else that I wanted to say, and I can't remember. There are these like little bits of aloe in here. That's not pleasant when you're like trying to do a live broadcast and concentrate and stuff. Thanks. Okay, so right now the biggest thing that's going on is the traveling zombie rampage. The traveling zombie is ready to go. We are like waiting. Vexate, please hurry up and take your pictures and make it snappy. Snappy. Chaka. I'm just kidding. No, I can't wait to see. Doc Nancy was up in I think, I don't know, France or something, and they met up at a castle, and Vexate brought the doll with her, and she fell off a castle. I mean, she had an adventure. It was crazy. And now I think she's back in Barcelona, or in Barcelona, traveling, doing her thing, and then she's going to be going back home, or she's already back home. I don't know what's happening. I just want pictures of the dog. That's all I want. Is I think it's Nelly, right? Nelly. Oh my God, she's my favorite dog ever, and all the other Knitting Dead pets are amazing, but she's my favorite. I'm so sorry. We're pups and kitties, but I don't know why I fell in love with that dog. I think it's she takes excellent pictures. So I cannot stress to you how much I just can't wait to see those pictures of that doll that she did. She won with like a whopping 28 points, I think, or 29 points. And I was like second runner up. So I'm like, woohoo! Oh, it was so much fun. So much fun. And I think the bicycle girl and Tatter's bicycle girl, she was like third place. Oh God. Oh my Lord. It was so fun. But now it's time to get on to the traveling bit. So I'm like, me first, because I'm the runner-up, see? So she should come to me first. But I don't think it's going to work out that way. I think Stegosaurus is the one that's going to take it, right? I don't know. I can't remember. But no, it's fine. It's okay. There's no favoritism. It's all right. It doesn't matter that I'm the event leader and I was like the biggest cheerleader ever. No. So it's all right. Okay. Anyway, so obviously also the Jaynestown, gross. Also the Jaynestown cowl is something that we're doing with the Knitting Dead. So everybody's gonna know what I'm talking about there. The Phoebe shawl is still happening with the Bohemia Fibers mini skeins, which reminds me, did you guys know that we're famous? We've been mentioned on a few podcasts. If nobody knew that, you really deserve to know this. Our group, The Knitting Dead, has been mentioned on a few podcasts. At least 2 that I can recall right off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure a few. Why? Do you want to know why? Do you not know why? Can you not think why? I don't know. I do know. I don't know why I'm saying I don't know. Because Bohemia Fibers obviously has our group listed on her website, and Bohemia Fibers, she knows how to market, man. She is like, here, have some yarn. Here, have some more. Poof, more for you too. And they talk about her yarn on the air. So that's why people are aware of the Knitting Dead as a group on Ravelry. So I thought that was really cool and really fun. And yeah, I don't know. I wanted to share that, like, really, really bad. So anyway, I think that we're talking about our mini skeins for the Knitting Dead specifically, which I found really funny. And I think it was the Grocery Girls, actually, that did that. And they're the cutest ever. Oh my goodness. When I saw their show, I was like, oh no, I think I am going to have to do this format, because I'm not one for formatting. I'm not one for show notes. I was like vlogging on the street and stuff, and I'm like an off the cuff kind of random person. I'm kind of all over the place. I think most of you guys on the Knitting Dead know that, but yeah, that's me. And so sitting me down and putting show notes in front of my face, I'm like, F your show notes, just give me the stuff. Give me the juice. Come on. Give me the cash. All right. I don't want to talk about it. That's like my favorite movie. If you can tell me what line that was from, I'll love you forever. Yeah. Moving on to the most important thing that we're doing right now. I don't know what happened, you guys. First, we were doing the Phoebe shawl, Jaynestown Cowl. And the next thing you know, everybody's doing the Time Traveler's shawl. Where this came from, I will never know. What the H? What the H? Where did this come from? It is her very first pattern. This is Elizabeth Abate, also known as Snood Fox on Ravelry. And she's allowed me to chit chat about her shawl. So I think what I'm going to do once I order my yarn, which is going to be very soon, probably tomorrow, because I'm like dashing straight off to the hospital after this. But yeah, I'm gonna order the yarn, and it's super, super easy. All of the colors are listed. It's just really one ball of each. Although she does recommend that we use an extra ball of tan, that we have an extra ball of tan handy, and I think probably red, and I can't remember honestly if she said green. I think it was green. Yeah, because that one's like, yeah, the tan and the green and probably a little red. So those would be the extra balls that you might want to get if you're a really loose knitter. I'm a very loose knitter because I'm used to doing this, and I just got really used to doing that with like a really pair of skinny needles, and that's awful. My knit is so freaking loose. It's like my knitting had 10 babies. It's really bad. So yeah, okay, what tripped me out about the Time Traveler's shawl was the way it just kind of like went through the Knitting Dead like wildfire. Like, Time Traveler's shawl, everybody, all of a sudden, everybody had to make this, and I'm going, I like it. It's really pretty, but what the fuck am I gonna wear with it? Sorry. What am I gonna wear with it? This is what I wear to work every day, like dresses. And how am I gonna wear it? I always make things that I can wear. I make things that I can wear. Sarah, I should have. Oh, are you watching me? I wish you were. Sarah, I think it's Sarah that is Niner Nat on YouTube and on the Knitting Dead on Ravelry. Sorry, she's Niner Nat, and that stands for Nitty Nerdy and Natural. Nerdy Nitty Natural, Nine Nitty Nerdy, no, whatever. You know what I mean. And so I've been watching her show. I have to binge watch her a little bit more, but I haven't had time. But she's cute, super cute, Knitting Dead member. That's what I mean. We all have to get in there, get together, and tell each other when we're doing stuff, because I don't always look at it. I'm not always on YouTube. Anyway, so back to the time travel shawl, guys. So everybody's like bananas over the shawl, and I'm going, what am I gonna wear with it? I can only wear, like, it looks like it would only look good with a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt. And then what am I, like, I don't have a pair of jeans and white t-shirt. But dude, you have to look at this. She looks fabulous in it. And you just have to want to, do it. Like, you just can't not want to do it. She looks so amazing and so cute. I don't know. I'm hooked. The fact that she's in there with us, talking amongst us, chit-chatting about her shawl and giving us pointers and hints and tips and tricks and all that. And that's just even, that's just amazing. I mean, what a sweetheart. It is her first pattern, published pattern. And she's super excited. I'm super excited. Everybody is super excited. And I think that a lot more people are going to get super excited. So, yeah, I think I'm going to keep an eye on her, and I'm probably going to chit-chat a little bit more with her. And we're going to learn more about the shawl as we go along. A ton of people are already making it. I'm so jealous because everybody has their friggin' yarn and stuff. And I'm like way behind. But I do have like a ton of stuff going on. So I'm forgiving myself in the meantime, and I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say. Boop, boop, boop. Now, I'm gonna mention one more thing that wasn't on the show notes. Vexate is way more talented than I knew, because I think that we don't share enough, or maybe I just don't pay attention, which I wouldn't be surprised about. But wow, I mean, I know the Zombie de Milo was super adorable, super creative. It's easy to see why she won by a landslide. That thing was so cute and so imaginative. She had underwear on, and like, never mind. But oh my god, so cute. But today, on the Time Traveler thread, she posted up it looked like a black shawl. When you looked at it straight out, when I looked at it, all I did was glance, and all I saw something about, how do you like my shawl or something? I don't know, but I missed the first half of the conversation because I just saw something and the shawl, and it was, something about shadow. I don't know what I read. All I know is that when I saw it, all I heard was, I was like, what? I saw it and I heard that noise, and I was like, dude, that reminds me of like the Babylon 5 shadows. Then I went back and I read the post again, and it was like she literally knit a shawl that looks like the shadow creatures, I don't know, off of Babylon 5, like the ships, And you know that noise that you hear, that like whining, like whirring kind of thing, it totally reverberates in your brain when you see that shawl. I am not exaggerating. I am not joking. I am not overblowing this up or anything. It looked awesome. And I could totally see myself knitting that thing in like black yarn with heavy on the stellina kind of thing. But I know I have a designer that uses something that it's not stellina. I can't remember the name of, you know what? Because I'm so bad. I have her here. And this isn't the same, because I think that this is actually silver, but this girl, Alexandra's Crafts. Alexandra, this is pretty shiny, right? It's really nice. I like Anzula. She seems to have a bit more. I like more shine than that, but I think it's also 2%. Well, this other stuff, oh, this is 16%. Yeah, no wonder it's a lot more shiny. So this is 16% stellina. I like that. This is only 2% silver, but it's super nice and shiny. It really is. It really is. But Alexandra has something else, and I didn't get it, but I almost did. I almost bought a bunch of it, but I'd already spent like close to over $200 on the yarn crawl, but I'd have to go on her website and check it out, and I think that I will do that. I will go on her website, check it out, and see if I can find like the name of the you know, the metal that's on the yarn, and I could probably get her to dye a black one for us with like purple undertones, because I really feel that the shadows must have a purple undertone, mostly black, all black, but like if you turn your eye a little, it should be a little purple. Should be a little purple. Really should. And sparkles. Lots of sparkles. No beads. I don't like beads. Anyway, that was Vexate's awesome shawl. I hope she works on the pattern and gets that to us like ASAP, because I will pay for it. I love it. It's awesome. It's just absolutely amazing. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk about, because I got to wrap this up. It's 6 o'clock and I am nervous. What we're watching on the Knitting Dead. Obviously, we're always watching The Walking Dead, but right now we're in between seasons. So we got lucked out in the fact that they did a spinoff, and I know I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like the spinoff, and it's just not the same, and da-da-da-da. Well, it's not supposed to be the same. It's a spinoff. It's supposed to be different. They're supposed to be completely different characters. The whole gameplay is supposed to be different, but it's still basically the same, kind of like what we saw with Atlantis. And I can't remember the name of the actual original show because I'm brain dead right now. But you know what I mean. So yeah, that. And yeah, so we're watching currently Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. Episode 4, Blood in the Streets, and it was awesome. I loved it. I think a lot of the other girls loved it as well. If you want to jump in on any of the discussions for these shows, you can check the discussion link down below in the comments. Follow it to the Knitting Dead and jump on into the conversation with us. We have several conversations going on about a lot of things, but that one always will get really, really chatty after a show. So if you don't want spoilers, I wouldn't jump in there. We don't do spoilers really, but yeah, I mean, we can get a little descriptive a certain time. So I would definitely be careful. But it's one of the things. It's kind of like book club, but for the show. This is the first time that I ever joined a fangirl type thing or fan type thing. I never did that before I got on with the Knitting Dead, but it's been a blast. I really enjoy it. I really love it. It's super cathartic. I love the friends that I've made. All the girls are fantastic. The community is absolutely amazing, like absolutely no other on the planet. So beautiful and warm and welcoming in a world where, you know, you go to work and it's like that everywhere. But for some reason, not here. And I think it's obviously, you know, we share a common ground and a sisterhood that, you know, it's not common and not easy to come across. And I find it to be very, very special. So if anybody here from the Knitting Dead joined me today, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. You totally made my day. Getting so excited about this with me. I really love doing this. I hope to do more soon, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I gotta go. Take care, everybody. I love you guys so much, Knitting Dead sisters. Love you, love you, love you forever. Okay, I will catch you guys later, and I'll chat tomorrow. All right. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment on the channel if you want to. Obviously, we're going to be commenting about it on the forum anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't comment on the channel, but like and subscribe, and only share among us. Okay, don't go crazy sharing all over the place, because I don't want to. I'm not ready. Okay, I hope this came out okay. Bye, guys.